jump. Put 4 points on the board for the Bobcats. They're only a point down now.
He wanted to leave no doubt about that matchup.
As we move to 184 pounds, as it is going to be Jeremy Olszko. And it is going to be Adrien Cramer, the younger brother of Alex, stepping out there. Redshirt junior. Went to Maryland out of high school before transferring over here to be with his family. Did pick up a win over Olszko, just a decision 4-3, 3 weeks ago.
Jeremy Olszko's had some movement in the weight recently. Coach Greenlee said he was initially going to be the starter at 74, but Garrett had trouble making weight and at 65, so we moved him up, and he says he's done a great job handling the weight class so far.
Olszko does a good job to keep circling here, so we go out of bounds with an action call. Nearly 50 seconds gone in period number 1. This is one of those matches that if you're the Bobcats, you got to reverse the decision from last time. You got to have it go Olszko's way. You've already made the switch 2 times already by being able to get Rake to pick up a win and Thompson. This is that last kind of key one.
Yeah, these higher weight classes are where Ohio University really excels, so they're going to need to pick up as many wins as they can.
You feel good about Greer there at 285, but a win here to put you in the lead really makes you feel okay about whatever might happen at 197. As Olszko putting pressure on Cramer on the edge. They're going to hit Cramer with the stall because he never really moved off the edge. We're going to step out of bounds, and now we're going to say Olszko gets hit with a stall. And Coach Walters, Coach Greenlee both can't believe that one, and kind of agree as Cramer spun him around to the outside, then they were both standing out of bounds again.
Yeah, Olszko looked really confused about that call. Threw his hands up in the air. Wasn't sure where the referee was coming from there.
As Olszko couldn't really say that he was running out of bounds, as he just went in the tight circle with Cramer. But nonetheless, both guys hold a stall call here with a minute to go in your first. Cramer's a guy who's ranked 3rd in the MAC here at 184 pounds. Olszko probably not too far behind him, so a win here. Again, another seeding match that could really set some things up coming into March. And they're going to hit him with another stall. Point goes on the board for Olszko, and he's still wrestling him on the edge. Now Cramer gets into a leg, and they're going to say action call out of bounds, which is funny to call considering I think there was actually a point in bounds in comparison to earlier.
Yeah, Cramer's trying to get him to wrestle in the position that he wants to wrestle in, but in doing so, he's picking up some stall.
Olszko just putting the pressure on. Something we've kind of seen at Olszko is he's an always coming forward kind of guy.
Yeah, he's only got 1 gear.
15-7. Somebody that, Coach Greenlee's going to have to really look at his lineup over the summer, and, he's got those 2 guys coming back. But Olszko's earned himself a spot to be in a starting lineup. As we go to the second period, it's still 1-0. And Cramer's going to have a chance to tie it up. Quick whistle, but everybody must have been set. As Olszko goes to the hips, he's going to try to finish him out of bounds. Does his best to not drop him on his head there on the wood. Good job by Olszko.
Cramer comes from a family of athletes. Obviously, we have his brother who just wrestled, but his father, Jim, was also a 2-time football All-American as a defensive end.
Certainly was. A group there out of Grayslake, Illinois that has got some athleticism in the blood. Cramer trying to find his way inside the defense of Olszko. I mean, with a 4-3 match last time, he only found his way inside once to pick up that takedown. So it's a pretty tough nut to crack anyways. As Olszko still doing his best to kind of keep control of the center. He's the one with his butt always facing the Bobcat there.
Yeah, that's that constant forward movement, that constant forward pressure that he's been putting on him thus far.
Had to force Cramer to go for a throw by there because he was on the edge. Now he's on a leg. If he can pull himself back in, he's got a chance to finish it, does Olszko. And they're out of bounds.
Drag him.
Okay, the official does call it finally, but they were completely out of bounds. And they're going to say 1 point stall on Cramer because he was kind of using his hands to crawl out of it. Not necessarily fleeing, but close enough. I think Coach Bennett wanted to talk to the official about it. The official did not want to talk about it.
Yeah, it wasn't really much to talk about.
So it's 2-1 here in your second. 45 seconds to go. Olszko's got 2 stall points on Cramer here. Might be able to find his way to 2 more stalls and just get out of the duel, or get out of the match like that. Stall him out. You don't see it too often. So now we're tied up ear to ear with 20 seconds to go in the second. Cramer finally a chance to put his butt to the center.
Yeah, I think this would be good for Cramer. If he can get some more forward movement, it might throw Olszko off a little bit and maybe give him something to work with.
Almost feel like Olszko is allowing himself to now be on the outside of this hand fight. As we're going to go to the third, Olszko says, let me go down and go get 1 more point here. And we'll finish this one on our feet. And he does a good job to do it. 3-1, the Bobcat up. Still just a takedown separates them. Cramer slips one in. He's got a chance to win 4-3 just like he did last time. Gets his hand to a leg, but not locked. But he's starting to pick up his pace in the hand fight here in this third period. Olszko's got to hope he didn't wear himself out early.
Yeah, Cramer's doing a great job keeping active thus far. Giving him all sorts of different looks, giving him feints for the leg, hand fighting up top, making him go backwards.
Tied up ear to ear once again. Olszko's the one who likes to work from there. Cramer probably wants to use his length a little bit more, step out a little bit more. Under a minute. The Bobcat looking to hold on. He's only got the 1 stall call against him, so he could certainly give up 1 point, but he probably doesn't want to. Cramer tries to go underhook. No. So we go back to a front headlock. Olszko in control of this one. Coach Greenlee trying to tell him to hold him there for a minute. Derek Rake trying to tell him to get him all the way to his knees. Cramer shoots to his knees, drive him out a little bit if you're Olszko. And they're going to get another stall because Cramer's just stepping out. He's not trying to circle.
Yeah, he found those points he was looking for, just not in the way he thought.
As you do get 2 on that stall call, it's 5-1. And Cramer dives in to try to look to get a takedown here. Olszko can give up the 3. He cannot give up any more than that, though. So he's got to make sure he's not going to give himself to his back. He's pretty content to hang out in this situation. 5 to go. He relocks his ankles in the middle. He's going to roll around, and we're going to finish. No takedown. 5-1, all stall points, and an escape. Jeremy Olszko gets the win, flips the match from National Duels against Adrien Cramer. And now the Bobcats take a lead, 15-13 at 174 pounds. I mean, you could call it the turning point of the duel if the Bobcats ended up picking this one up. Garrett Thompson with the win over Alex Cramer.